Welcome to Beginning to Blend, a new Blender-centric video series focusing on two methods of modeling in Blender. I'm your host and guide, JoRaSe, and I hope you'll stick around for the duration of these videos. Well, this is it. Our final Beginning to Blend video. I know I'm excited to get this over with. I hope you are as well. So what we're going to be doing is finishing up the final method for the final model, which is the 7-link chain. So let's go ahead and move over into a new layer and make sure the background image is visible. Get it into the right view. And now start the screencast keys display, so everyone out there can see what I'm doing on this side. So first, let's add in our plane like always and get it moved to the right location. Hit the Tab key and then delete everything with the X key. And now we're just going to add in our first set of vertices on this inner portion. And unlike other times, we are going to go the entire way around, and you'll understand why in a moment. But the process is just like every other time we put vertices in. Control and left click to put the vertex in, then the A button to deselect it, and then move cursor and repeat the process. Okay, so we got our first inner ring of vertices. If we select it, we can duplicate it using Shift and D and lock that in place with the Enter key. And now we're going to scale these out and on the Z-axis. And then we also want to scale it out a little bit more on the Y. And do this 2 or 3 more times. Like so. And the final time, should bring it all the way out where we need the final loop to be. And now, what we need to do is select, or no, first things first, let's go ahead and connect all these vertices together into faces. So select 4 with the B key, and then click and drag, and then the F key. And looks like we need to flip the normals. So it's going to be the W key, and then select flip normals. That looks better. So now just keep doing that. Select 4 and then the F key. And then keep going. Oh. Want 4, not 3. You probably thought I was going to go the other way again, didn't you? Well, I proved you wrong. Okay, now we've got them all put in. We want to grab the middle two and pull them out on the x-axis, like so. And let's see. This side looks okay. This side looks a bit puffy. So what we'll do, we will grab this entire side and delete it. Now grab the other side, Shift and D to duplicate, Control M and the Y key to mirror it along the Y axis. And now we need to flip the normals and drag it over into position. And now fill in these with faces. And I'm going to throw in one loop cut here, just to give it a bit more roundness at the top, and the same down here at the bottom. And just slide it down a little bit. So there. Now we can go into the side view, and having everything selected with the A key, we want to duplicate the entire thing, so that's Shift and D, lock it in place with the Enter key, and now we want to mirror it on the x-axis, so that's going to be Control M and X, and of course flip the normals using the W key and then the Flip Normals tool. Now drag it out to about here. Go ahead and select everything and move it back into position like so. And now let's begin putting the faces in for these top, outside and inside halves. Hit the wrong key there. That's something you need to be aware of whenever you're doing something that's specific to the 3D window. If you try to activate it with the cursor outside of that window, it's not going to work. So that's what happened there. I tried to put the face in when the cursor was down here, and it won't work. Just something to keep in mind. There we go. Looks like it could be a bit better, so let's add in one loop cut this side and one on the other. Now select both of them, and let's see. Scale these out on the X a bit like so, and then grab these, and we're going to do the same with both of them. So scale those out on the X. Now we need to put one here on the inner portion, both sides. Select both. Go into side view, go into wireframe with the Z key, and line it up with the outer one by scaling it out on the X, like so. And now if we go into object view, that looks pretty good. Last thing to do is make it into a chain. To do that, we just select everything with the A button, then Shift and D, rotate it on the Z-axis by 90, move the view a little bit so we can see what we need to see, and slide it up, like so. And once more, grab everything, Shift and D, and this time we're going to slide everything down, and go into the side view just to make sure everything is clear of each other. Okay, one more set to do. We need 3 to make it a 7 link. So we'll just select this one. And duplicate it and slide it all up. Make sure the spacing is right, and that is another 7-link chain. So let's pull in the other one and move this one over to compare. And just so we can have a face and triangle comparison, this one is 1,680 faces, or 3,360 triangles. The other one is 1,344 and 2,688 respectively. So, some difference. It all just depends on what you're going for, whether you want super simplistic or a more homemade touch. But that's up to you. As for me, I've had fun doing the Beginning to Blend series with you and for you, and I know I'm looking forward to the next series we're going to be doing, which is going to be starting up next week. So be sure to join me for intermediate blending. We're going to be animating modeling and animating an arm. real simple model and equally simple animation. And then we're going to do it 2 methods like we've done with all these models. So the first time it's going to be real simple stuff. The second time the animation is going to be a little more industry standard when it comes to animating things. But that's neither here nor there right now. See everyone next time. That's all for this session of Polygonal Art with JoRaSe. If you enjoyed what you saw, how about giving this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos from me. In the video description below, you'll find my Patreon link. Feel free to check it out. Now, on to the credits.